Neil Ratner Rock Doc here on WDST Radio Woodstock with another episode of This Week in Rock with support from Transcend Dental and my friend, the amazing dentist and rock star Bruce Milner. Visit Transcend Dental, his office at 2 Maverick Road on the corner of Maverick Road and Route 375. Jim Morrison was born on December 8, 1943. Regarded by music critics and fans as one of the most influential frontmen in rock history, Morrison is still popular today, with his image and words used to represent the generation gap and youth counterculture. A voracious reader from an early age, Morrison was particularly inspired by the writings of several philosophers and poets, such as Friedrich Nietzsche, whose views on aesthetics and morality would appear in Jim's conversation, poetry, and songs. Jim was also influenced by William S. Burroughs, Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, and most French existential philosophers. The Doors with Morrison recorded and released 6 studio albums in 5 years, some of which are generally considered among the greatest of all time. Jim died in Paris in 1971. And as bandmates drummer John Densmore and guitarist Robbie Krieger relate, Morrison was a very unique individual.
A great tortured artist.
Genius too. You know,
Dionysus and Apollo, self-destruction and creativity don't always come in the same package. Picasso lived to 90. But with Jim, they came together. And sad on a personal level, difficult to lose him. Time has helped me notice that, wow, I really miss his words, God. And melodies. He had melodies in his head, too. Couldn't play a guitar, couldn't play a chord on anything. Mm-hmm. But in his mind, he had this stuff.
The first 6 or 8 songs that he came up with, it was he was doing some psychedelics, you know, and Jim would just hear a concert in his head. All he had to do was write it down. But, you know, he could remember how the music went, and so he would kind of tell us.
He said he thought of melodies to remember the words, and then he'd just sing it a cappella to us. Right. And we'd go, wait, hold it. E flat. Okay, go. No, stop. You know, and we'd kind of eke it out together.
Roadhouse Blues is the first track on the album Morrison Hotel. Local Woodstock resident John Sebastian from the Lovin' Spoonful played harmonica. However, he's credited as G. Puglisi because he was afraid to be identified with the Doors in light of Morrison's arrest at a concert in Miami. And according to Alice Cooper, we were sitting there drinking, and Jim comes in and he flops down. I said that I got up this morning and got myself a beer. And while we're talking, he just writes that down. So they go in and they're doing the song. And the next thing I hear is, woke up this morning and I got myself a beer. And I went, I just said that a second ago. Okay, let's listen. With lyrics by Jim Morrison, The Doors, and Roadhouse Blues.